SEO is nothing but the process of bringing our website in the search engine to get the free traffic. That is the most important. Sometimes, even if you bring your website in the top of the Google search, sometimes you may lose the traffic. Sometimes you may not get the click-through rate. So mostly people will click on the first result or second result or the third result. Say they don't go beyond the third result. Actually speaking, no, that is the true. And if you are in the second page, and definitely no one is going to search for, right? So there are certain process to bring our website. There are certain techniques where we can implement in our website, or it can be website, or it can be blog, or it can be the YouTube video also. So there are certain techniques which you need to implement in your process to bring the website. So that particular backend process is called SEO. Okay, can you just tell me one reason or two reasons why SEO is important for any business or for any bloggers? Yeah, you can be a student, or you can be a trainer, or you can be a web developer. So for a web developer, the ultimate goal is to produce, not only to produce an amazing or good looking website, it has to be the user friendly website, right? Manikandan, are you agree? So you are a web developer. So what are all the goals behind your web development scene? You are creating only the amazing website, or amazing website along with the nice user experience? Yes. So main goal is to get the leads. Yes, of course. If you want to get the leads, you have to design your page nicely. That should be user friendly. How do you find whether your website is user friendly or not? Not all the business, they have a huge amount to test whether the website is user friendly or search engine friendly. So not yeah, because we don't know. The only way is, if you want to know whether our website is user friendly or not, we have to run the website to our real customer. How do we take our website, I mean newly created website, to a customer to generate the lead? Either we have to advertise, either we have to advertise in Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or email marketing or search engine marketing. Definitely we need some money to get to know whether the website is working, whether the newly created website is working or not. Are you guys are agree with this? Let's assume the scenario is, if you are creating an amazing website, and if you want to know whether the website is user friendly or not. So that is the scenario. So what are all the ways? You have to go with any one of the advertisement platform. You have to advertise. You have to spend at least some money, right? So Manikandan is agreeing with that point. Anybody else? What are all the other ways where we can get to know, where we can audit our website? Organic push in groups. Super. Okay. What else? Yeah. So here there is another option. There is another amazing way we have. If you want to really bring your website, to put across your real visitors, the actual customer, that one platform is SEO. So from SEO, you definitely get the relevant, highly relevant audience to your website, from which you will get to know whether your website is user friendly or not. If you are not finding a good conversion rate in a website from a SEO part, you can definitely look into your user experience, and you can definitely change the user experience for sure. So SEO can become a testing platform for any business. This is one of the important advantages in SEO. And more importantly, you are not paying anything in SEO to test. I mean, to drive the organic result. So before that, I'm going to share my screen. Just let me know if you guys are able to see my screen. Are you guys able to see my screen? Super. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, as we discussed, SEO is just the process. It's just the process. You don't need any creative mind. You don't need any other set of skills to bring your website. This is just the practice. You just need to follow the best practice to bring amazing result. That is the most important thing in SEO. Second, today I'm going to share what are all the top reasons why SEO is must for any business, not only for business but also for bloggers, but also for affiliate marketers. If you really want to make amazing money in internet without any huge investment, that is the best part. I'm not saying you have to invest a huge amount. You really no need to spend sometimes you really no need to spend even a single rupee to bring the SEO result. I have this case study also. I can definitely share it today. So without investing anything, without investing a huge amount, the only platform where you will get the amazing result, amazing traffic, amazing visitors to your goal, amazing visitors to your landing page. It can be landing page, or it can be website, or it can be blog. That one particular platform is definitely the SEO, right? The first reason I would say is SEO is the primary source for any website traffic. Why? I can tell you. Let's take a big brand. They are advertising in bus packs. They can have hoardings in all the important places. They can also run advertisement in newspaper. Let's consider they also do a offline advertisement also, which means they are spending a lot of amount in offline advertisements. This is just the scenario. So what is the call to action? How do people contact that particular brand? Just simple. Either they can if there is any call number in that particular advertisement, they can take their mobile and they can call the business. The second important option for the people is they remember that brand name, or they go to the Google and definitely they search for the keyword. If you don't presence, if your website is not coming for certain search query, then definitely you are missing a lot of amazing opportunities. That is the reason one. So that is the reasons all the major brands, not only the major brands, but also the startup business also, they have to spend a lot of time. They have to allocate some resources for SEO. They have to make sure their website is coming on the Google's first page if they don't want to miss any opportunities. This is the reason one. And second important thing is why the SEO is primary goal. If you notice, let's take the example of Facebook ads and the SEO, Google search engine result pages. SEO is the demand fulfillment platform, and Facebook is demand generation platform. If you are running an advertisement in Facebook, or if you run an advertisement in YouTube or Instagram or LinkedIn or email marketing, you are trying to push the ad. You are trying to push your ad to the certain audience, which you think that audience is relevant to your business, but actually that may go right or that may go wrong also. But in search engine, uh, yeah, if people come, if people want to know something, if people want to buy something, they come to Google and they type something, which means the need is more, the demand is more here, right? Just an example. if you want to if you want to study a digital marketing course, what you will do? Simple example. You just check for digital marketing courses in Chennai. If you want to pursue a course, or if you want to learn a course in Chennai, so this is the thing. And yeah, of course, Digital Scholar ad is coming. So this is if I use this particular term, digital marketing course in Chennai, which means I have a demand, and if you are able to fulfill my demand, if your website link is able to fulfill my demand, that conversion rate is going to be much higher in SEO. Same scenario, if I'm opening my Facebook page, if Digital Scholar is pushing the advertisement, I may interest with the Digital Scholar or I may not, because Digital Scholar is trying to push the ad. Digital Scholar is not trying to fulfill the demand in Facebook or in Instagram or in email marketing or in LinkedIn. But here in search engine, all the advertisers and all the SEO results, they are trying to fulfill that demand. That is the biggest difference between SEO and the other platform. SEO is the only, I can say, this is the only demand fulfillment platform. So if you want a really good conversion rate, then definitely you have to spend time. Definitely you have to spend in SEO. That is the that I can say that is the reason number one for every business needs to have the SEO practices, SEO strategies for their particular brand. Let's take some other example. If you want to buy a flat in Chennai, so what you do, you go to Google and search for flats in Chennai or flats for sale in Chennai. So you just go to Google and check a few websites, and if you really interested with in any of the offers or in any of the websites, you just go there and you fill your details. Or if you want to directly purchase any product, let's say if you want to purchase best digital camera for traveling, this is just the example. So if you want to purchase a digital camera for a travel purpose, what you do, you just go Google and search for something, and you will see some ad. If you don't interested, or if you don't no, get a nice offer here, you just come down and you will click the first result. The first result is Digital Camera World. So this particular person, digitalcameraworld.com, is definitely getting a lot of traffic, lot of relevant traffic to this particular page. That is completely free. That is one. And if you come down, so he wrote a nice article along with some suggestions also. If you see here, this is completely affiliate link. The price for this first camera, that the Olympus OM or DEM, whatever it is, the price for this camera is 80,000. Let's assume he is definitely the affiliate member from the Amazon. Let's assume even if one person he purchases the camera from this particular link. If you click on that link, you will be redirected to Amazon page. This is the affiliate page. If somebody clicks on this page and if they purchase this camera, this guy, digitalcameraworld.com guy, is getting at least 20% of the 20% commission. Or let's assume, just even if he gets 10% commission from this one sale, he is definitely getting 8,000 rupees, 7,900 rupees. This is from one sale. So that is the amazing, I can say that is the amazing conversion for this particular website or a particular brand. So what he does he really spend lot of money in creating this particular landing page? I guess no. If you see here, the blog post was published like December 8th. Now it's Jan 7th. It's been only 30 days. He's ranking in the first position and he's getting a lot of traffic. I can say the traffic also, approximate traffic also from this one particular keyword. So this is a one of the tool called Keyword Planner tool. This is a completely free tool from the Google. I just tell you how much traffic we can expect from this single term, from this one term. If you see here, there are 10 people, they are searching for this particular keyword, best digital camera for traveling. This is per month in India alone. If you remove the prefix keyword, digital camera for traveling, again 10 people for travel, best digital camera for travel, best compact camera for travel. There are 140 people, they are searching for the exact keyword. They are the highly relevant audience. So which means this particular page, this particular page is called SERP, search engine result page. I just type down here SERP, search engine result pages. And the tool which I showed you is Keyword Planner. This is completely free tool by Google. So from this tool, you will get to know what is the total number of people who are searching for the exactly that same term. So you will get to know all the data here. So that is the primary reason all the brands are investing in the SEO. That is the reason number one. And if you see, SEO definitely builds brand credibility. How SEO can build brand credibility? I can give you another example for this one. If you really want, if you are a new brand, if you want to create the credibility for your brand, then definitely you have to find out the relevant keyword. Then definitely you have to drive some keywords related to your industry. For example, if you are into digital marketing, if somebody searches for anything which is related to digital, you have to come up. I mean, your business has to come up. I just give you an example. Digital marketing agencies in Singapore. So I just type one example, digital marketing agencies in Singapore. If you see here, Saurogen brand is coming in the second or the third position. And I go with some other example, digital marketing agencies in Dubai. So if people searching for this particular keyword, again, Saurogen website, that particular brand is coming in the first page. And digital marketing agencies in India, I search for India keyword. If you come here, again, you will be able to see saurogen.com. If you search for some other keyword, let's say digital marketing agency in Sri Lanka, and if you see here, again, saurogen.com is coming, which means if anybody is searching for any keyword, I mean, the keyword which is related to digital marketing agency plus some of the popular countries, our Sarojan.com is coming, which means the credibility of the brand related to digital marketing agency. So there is a high relevancy. That relevancy increases. Whenever the relevancy increases, automatically the credibility increases for that particular brand. Are you guys are getting my point? So far I covered only two reasons why SEO is important for students, or SEO is important for blogger, or SEO is important for business also. Just type down yes if you guys are clear with these 2 points. Super, super. So thank you so much for the reply. So the first reason is it definitely the primary source for any brand. Then second one is it definitely increase the brand credibility. So if you are new to industry, if you are creating a new brand, or if you are creating a new blog for you, it can be for you or it can be for your company also. If you are working for a blogging, or if you are working on any website, so if you want to increase the credibility, then definitely don't think twice, just go and just start the SEO process for that particular website, or just start the SEO process for the particular brand. That is the reason number 2. And reason number 3 is SEO means better user experience. This we just discussed, right? If you are creating any new blog, or if you are creating any landing page, or if you are creating any website for any business, if you want to know the user experience, if you want to test the user experience, then definitely SEO plays an important role. How? Example, if you implement some SEO strategy, if you are seeing some result in organic way for any keyword, and if you don't see any results, uh, somebody replied what are all the end goals for a website. It can be lead, it can be traffic, or it can be conversion, right? I think Manikandan told that answer. The end goal for any website is to generate lead or traffic or the conversion. Yes, yes. So if you want to know whether the website is working, whether the user experience is working, you can implement the SEO strategy and you will get the free traffic, and at most that is the most relevant traffic also. If you share any new website in any of the group, they may the people who are in that group, they might not be interested, they might not be the actual customer. They might be your friends, or they might be similar audience of course, but they are not the actual customers. They don't seriously audit the website, or they don't seriously look into that website and give the feedback unless until they are the real customers. But in SEO you will be able to bring only the relevant audience. If you are not getting any good result, no if you are not getting any good conversions, say for example conversion in the sense, if somebody searching for that the same keyword, we can go with the same keyword, digital camera for travel. The same guy is coming for this keyword also. So he published this post just 1 month before, and he is getting traffic. And after getting some traffic, after getting some relevant traffic, if he is not able to convert that traffic into the purchase, then he can definitely look into that user experience. Maybe he can place the call to action somewhere else, or he can change the image, or he can change the buttons, he can change the text format, everything. So we have a lot of option to change, to play around with the UA experience. So SEO can be an amazing testing platform to finalize the user experience, to finalize the UI of your particular website, right? Got the third point. SEO is a testing platform for any new website to check the user experience. That is point number 3. And point number 4, it definitely increase the engagement, traffic, and the conversion. Example, if you are running a offline advertisement, let's say if you release a one full page advertisement in Hindu, then next day, if you see, no, if your website is properly optimized for your brand keywords, you'll be able to see yeah, amazing traffic spike in your website because of that offline advertisement. So in this scenario, the offline advertisement, the conversion is happening only in the website. And again, the SEO plays an important role in bridging the website is the bridge, and the SEO is the SEO is helping to make a connection between the offline and the online. So in this way, it definitely increase the engagement, definitely increase the traffic and the conversion. This is the reason number 4. I can give you another example for one of the local SEO. So forget about the offline, no, offline advertisement. If you don't do the offline advertisement, but still, if you want to increase the engagement or traffic or the conversion, then what we can do? We have another option also in SEO. So for that, you just don't need any website. You just don't need the amazing content, or you just don't need any creative content writers also to create the blog or something. You just need one of the important SEO tool called Google My Business. Organic food store in Mambalam. If you see here, this is one of the Google My Business tool. This is a purely SEO. This is completely free tool, and this is the listing from our previous batch student. He just created. If you see here, the first result, he got 30 reviews. The second result, he got 37 review. And this guy, this is one of our student, and he got 0 reviews, but still he is able to drive 20 calls at least per day. This is per day. Let's assume if you are getting 20 calls per day, then at the end of the 30th day, within a 1 month, you will be able to see 600 calls. You will be able to generate 600 calls. Even if he got the 10% conversion rate, 60 people, they go to the store and they purchase the product. All the 60 customers are the new customers to this particular brand, and they didn't invest a huge amount in anything. He just followed our practices. He just created that Google My Business thing, and he implemented a few keywords. That keyword is actually the first strategy for the SEO. So within that keyword, he is able to drive this much results to his business. Okay, this is the another example. So if you are a local business, if you are a local consultant, or if you are a freelancer, or if you are a freelance writer, or if you are a freelance SEO expert, if you are a freelance web developer, then definitely this SEO strategy can help, and this can give you an amazing result to you without spending even a single rupee. You just no need any website. You just no need to create a content. You just no need a hosting domain, nothing. So just the SEO strategy along with the free SEO tool called Google My Business tool. The tool is called Google My Business. This is the reason number 4. And reason number 5 is SEO can definitely impact the buying cycle. So how SEO can impact the buying cycle? So what is the buying cycle? I just quickly give you an example. Buying cycle is nothing but if you see a advertisement uh, from Facebook or from Hindu or from some other newspaper, what you do, you go to Google and search for that particular brand, or you just remember that website URL and you just go to Google and type the URL. So next thing what you do, probably you go and check for the reviews. You will type the particular brand name and the reviews. So who is going to manage all the reviews in the internet? Mostly the SEO guys, mostly the SEO process. All the review management are the part of the SEO. So if they find a good reviews in Google, and definitely they go to Google and they search for the particular brand and they purchase the product, or if that is a services, then definitely they sign up for the particular services. So in an indirect way also, Google can definitely, I mean, search engine optimization can impacts the buying cycle in a direct way. So you should not miss this techniques for any business or a blog. That is the reason number 5. And sixth one is always being updated. If you are in the SEO industry, you definitely don't update any content and just sit and relax and wait for any results. You have to keep update your content, or you have to keep change the strategies. So based on the recent, what is the recent searches? What is the recent behavior of your audience? So based on the behavior, based on the audience expectation, you have to update. You have to update your content strategy. You have to update your marketing strategy. I'm not telling the paid strategy. I'm talking about the organic strategy. So this is the reason number 6. And the seventh important reason is it definitely helps to understand the environment of the web. So why we need to understand the environment of a web? It can be no doubt for all of you. I'm talking about the importance of SEO for blogger, or importance of SEO for a student, or importance of the SEO for a freelancers. Why we need to understand the environment of the web? Because if you don't understand the environment of the web or the internet, you don't get the potential audience to your website or the blog. Say for example, just a simple example, if you have 10,000 rupees for your marketing budget, and if you are planning to spend 5k in Google Ads, and if you are planning to spend 3k in Facebook ad, and you can plan 2k in Instagram ad. Let's assume this is just the strategy for you if you have 10k marketing budget. And how you are going to target the Google? You may assume, say for example, if you are selling digital marketing services, probably you think digital marketing services in Chennai. You may think this particular keyword can bring you the potential lead. Or if you are selling a digital camera, let's take another example. Digital camera in Chennai. So probably you will use this particular keyword to bring the you spend 5k in Google for this particular keyword. In Facebook, you may target traveler, or you will choose the age like 20 to 45, So there are certain strategies you will have. So you will definitely target certain amount of audience. In Instagram you may have a certain audience also. And how you will know whether your strategy is working or not? This is just the assumptions. You may get the good result or you may not get the good result. So if you spend amount in this particular keyword, then if your strategy is not working, which means this particular keyword is not working. So this is not the actual keyword where your potential customers are using. Your potential customer may use some other word like best digital camera in Chennai under 20K. So your potential customer may search for these kind of keywords. So if you want to understand these behavior, these environmental this thing, then definitely SEO can help, because in SEO there is no limitation in adding the keyword in the website. You can target digital marketing camera in one page. You can target best digital marketing camera under 2K in another page. So like this, you can create some 1,000 pages also for 1,000 different keywords. So you are not paying anything. You are going to just implement the SEO strategy. Then you will know, okay, this kind of keywords is working better for you. So you will get to know that particular thing. Live example, if you want to have one live example, I can show you off page SEO techniques. This is one of the keyword. I just type, and we are coming in the second page. This is one of the blog which is done by us. We published this blog in our agency website, that is the Ecomi website. If you see, so far we have got 2,87,000 visitors. This is completely organic visitors. We are not promoting this particular link in any of the paid means. This is completely organic visitors. So far 2,87,000 visitors. If you come here, the end goal for this particular blog post is, we are giving the information to all the people who are searching for the keyword off page SEO techniques. So we are giving nice information. We are giving some list. This is completely free, and at the end, so if you see here, we have a clear call to action. If you want to know more about SEO, if you want to know more about Digital Scholar, then we have an option. We have a free demo class. So if you want to attend the free demo class, you can go to Digital Scholar website and they can fill the form. And so from this particular CTA, we are getting the leads. And this is not the only primary keyword for us. I can show you the this thing. So this is the another free tool called Google Search Console, from which you will get to know what is the organic traffic. That is the free traffic for your website. So I just take one example. If you see here, per day we are getting at least 100 traffic for that particular page. So people are using lot of the keywords: off page SEO techniques, off page SEO techniques 2020, and off page activities, SEO off page activities. So at the end, we will calculate in the back end which keyword is actually bringing us the better result for us at the end of month. So we do this audit once in a month to get to know what are all the keywords which is working for us. So that is the understanding the web. That is the understanding the audience behavior. So if you want to know the audience behavior, SEO is the important platform, I would say. Let's assume we are getting traffic from, if you see here, 100 plus different keywords, 100 plus, yeah, of course all are relevant only, but from Google search engine point of view, these are the different keywords only, right? If you want to test my audience behavior, if I want to spend no, if I want to drive the traffic in a paid way, then you can calculate how much I have to pay for the Google to get to understand my audience behavior. It's completely impossible. I would say it's completely impossible to to run a campaign with 100 plus keywords. It is going to charge like lakh rupees minimum, right? But here in SEO, I don't do that. If this particular keyword is not working, I can immediately change that keyword. I can change my content strategy. I can change all the other SEO strategies to test what are all the other set of keywords is working for me. Either I can keep this particular blog page as it is, I can create a one more page and I can test there. So SEO is definitely helping for A/B testing also. This is the another reasons I would suggest every business should, every student or every blogger should have the SEO strategy in hand. And seventh important reason I would say is SEO is relatively cheap. So how it's relatively cheap? We discussed so many examples. We are not paying to Google. That is the first important thing. Even for very highly competitive keyword, we are not paying anything. I just give you one more example how much we need to pay for each and every keyword. Digital marketing agencies in India. We are coming in the first page. Saurogen brand is coming for this particular keyword. In India, if you want to drive the traffic for this particular keyword, you have to pay minimum of 20 rupees and the maximum of 72 rupees for one traffic. For one click, traffic is nothing but equal to one click. We have to pay minimum and maximum 80 rupees to drive traffic. If I want to drive 100 traffic, 100 visitors to my website, I have to pay into 100, this amount into 100. So this is the worth, this is the value of one particular keyword. In SEO, if you want to drive traffic for 100 plus keywords, then you can create 100 plus pages, insert all the keywords and implement some of the best SEO strategies, and you will be able to see the 100 plus traffic from different keyword. So that is the reason I would say SEO is relatively cheap. You are just spending only for the content, or I would say only for the website. So you are not spending anything more other than the SEO strategies. And ninth point is, I can say it's a long-term benefit. Why this is a long-term benefit? If you are running an ad in Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, if you are assigning 10K budget in Google, The moment you spent the 10K, your ads will stop immediately. After that, you don't even get even a single traffic from any platform. Or let's assume if you create one amazing Facebook post, so you post that post today in your Facebook wall. After 30 days, anyone can see, or anyone will have the option to see your post 30 days later. It can be Instagram post, or it can be Facebook post, or it can be LinkedIn post also. 30 days, or after 6 months, or after 1 year, anybody will see that. You can just think, you can spend a huge amount. You can be a very creative. You will create a very nice post, nice no a Facebook post, or Instagram post, or a LinkedIn post. After 1 year, can anyone see that post? Are you guys are listening? Are you guys are able to hear me? Super, super. So the question is, after 1 year, can somebody access any Facebook post or Instagram post? So what I'm trying to ask is, what is the lifetime? What is the lifetime for that particular? I can say self lifetime for any post. The self lifetime for any post is going to be like 1 day or the 2 day. If you post the New Year wishes in your Facebook wall, or in your Instagram wall, in your brand page, and after 2 days or after 3 days, so no one is going to access, no one is going to consume that content, even if your post is very creative. But SEO is not like that. I can give you an example for that also, how to create a WhatsApp sticker online. So this is the another example I can give, how to create a WhatsApp sticker online. So if you see here, we created one blog long back, like 2 years back. If you see here, we published this blog in 2018, how to create a customized WhatsApp sticker in just 5 steps. Still, people consuming this content. If you see here, we just made few content, just step-by-step process. So we hardly spent like 30 minutes to 1 hour to create this blog post. If you see here, we did not write a very huge content. This is just how to post. After 2 years also, without spending anything, without spending any amount, or without spending any, without doing any promotion, still people are consuming our blog post. So this is the biggest difference. This is also the one of the biggest difference between the SEO and the other platform. If you publish a nice blog post today, after 2 years, after 3 years, after 4 years, after 5 years also, you definitely see some good result if your content is rich, if you properly do your SEO strategies, if you properly add your SEO strategy in your website building or in your blog management, then there is no self life, there is no time limit in getting the traffic. You will get the traffic even after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years also. But you have to go with the right SEO strategy. That is the only thing you need. So this is the ninth point, I would say. And one more the point, that 10th point is SEO. I can say SEO is the only platform where you will get the new opportunity to the business. The new opportunity is nothing but, we just discussed about this difference between the other platform, right? If you are spending some amount in Google, testing with some certain audience, If that particular audience set is not working for you, what you will do, you have to spend another some amount to test the other set of audience. So for example, if traveler is not working, then you have to go with other audience like bloggers and 30 to 40. And if this particular audience segment is not working, then again you have to go for some other audience, freelancer, and 40 to 50 age limit. So this audience segment is not working. What you will do? You have no other option. You have to go for some other audience set. Let's say newly married couple, age 20 to 35. Again, if this particular audience segment is not working, you will end up losing all the money without having any good conversion rate. But in SEO, you really no need to bother about any audience or anything. You just have to worry about the keywords. The keywords is nothing but when people need something, they come here and they type for. If I want to know how to create a WhatsApp sticker online, I just come here and type this word. So this sentence is nothing but the keywords. This is the SEO term, keywords. So if you are going with the right keywords, so you will end up in getting the right audience segment. That right audience is nothing but the people who are really looking for something. They might be looking for information, or they might be looking for some products to purchase, or they might be looking for some service to hire. So definitely the conversion rate is going to be the conversion rate is going to be much higher in SEO when compared with any other platform. You can compare with any other platform. I can bet it on this particular point. SEO is the only platform where you will get a amazing conversion rate. You will get a all kind of the audience. So you definitely don't lose any of the opportunities. So that's it about all the 10 points no about why SEO is important for any businesses. And one last point, but not least, traffic is 100% free, which means you are not paying for anything. You are not paying for any search engine to drive n number of traffic. Most importantly, highly relevant traffic. You will get the position in highly no demand generation platform, that is the Google search engine result pages. So this is the Google search engine result pages. So if you want to become here, if you want to occupy this particular place, then definitely SEO is the only way. And it's a no amazing platform for any business, for any students, or any affiliate marketers.